There are some exciting new features in Axcelerate 21.2. Smart filters now have a zeros switch that is turned on by default, so that you only see values that find documents in the current search result. Turn on the zeros switch to see values for which the current search did not find any documents. When you turn the zero switch on or off, the setting remains in place across all smart filters in all projects on the same pod until you close your current browser session. CSV is now the default format for smart filter reports. To clearly differentiate between production exports and other exports, the Exports page has been renamed to Production Exports. When batching on the fly, or when creating a batching template, you can select nearly any document field for grouping documents when batching. When exporting documents using the wizard, the Column Fields to Export section was improved to make selecting and ordering columns easier. When you open the Search Query Editor, you will see Text View first, so you can immediately paste search terms that you collected outside of Axcelerate. A new smart filter called Redacted By was added to the Work Product Smart Filter group. It lets you filter for documents that have been redacted by a certain user. As the information about who has created redactions is missing in previous versions, they will be represented by the value user unknown. Chat conversations ingested from a Microsoft Teams source or from a generic chat load file will now be split by default in 24-hour chunks based on midnight UTC. The setting is configurable. To view all documents split from one chat, including their attachments, you can expand the results list by chat history, as you can expand by families or email threads. Chat history is also available for batch creation. And in Review in Context, you can view chat review groups with chat documents in chronological order. And there is new HTML viewing technology for chat documents for our cloud clients. This new technology provides a richer viewing experience of chat documents and does not require preliminary conversion. It is available for redaction view. Chat display files in projects upgraded from version 20.4 are automatically replaced. Additional advantages to this view are: allows to scroll the document instead of switching document pages, offers useful metadata information in the hit overview of the document search box. For each hit, you will see who wrote the message containing the search term and when. On the Analysis page, Visualizer and Results List View are tabs now for easier accessibility. Under the Visualizer, there is a new chart type, the heat map. This new chart type allows you to find hotspots in large data sets more quickly. Heat maps allow, for example, to overlay MIME types with file size types. Hotspots are shown in red or dark blue. The compact nature of heat maps allows to visualize hotspots within large data sets. The stacked bar below the heat map explains which numbers the colors stand for. There have been enhancements made to the productivity reports in Axcelerate. First, in the Review Progress Report, the Save as New Template and Update Template options are more accessible. Before, they were on the Settings tab, and now the option is accessible right under the current template name. In the Batch Reviewer Productivity Report, associated documents that are not part of a batch but tagged with batch documents are now counted. Save as New Template as well as the Update Template features are more easily accessible. New filtering options allow you to customize the report. Under the Filters tab, Review Filters allows you to filter by universe, review workflow, and target review state. Reviewers allows you to search for and filter by individual reviewers. New functionality has been added to the Review in Context module. This functionality is configured under the Administration Settings page. For new applications, the Apply Same Tags feature is now disabled by default. The feature allows users to simultaneously tag multiple documents once they are all viewed, but it now requires activation by a case manager, who can enable the feature under the General settings. As a case manager, you can now configure the color coding of documents in Review in Context by assigning colors to fields and values. You can also define which fields and values get priority, as only one color shows for each document in Review in Context. To configure the color coding, click on the Color Coding option. To add a field for color coding, click Add Color Coding Rule, and then select the field. From the All Values drop-down, select the value or values that would apply the color change, and from the color icon, select the color. You can also change an existing color code simply by clicking on the color. To apply the changes, click Apply. While reviewing documents in Review in Context, users can now modify the sort order of review groups in the review group list. With field-based search, you can now find documents that exceed a certain number of terms or that are below a certain number of terms. This feature is available for projects created with the templates of version 21.2 or higher. To search for a large text document, using the search text box, type in text size is greater than 1,000 and hit Enter. This query searches for documents that have more than 1,000 indexed terms. Note that if a document contains numbers, dates, or terms composed of numbers and letters, each sequence of numbers also increases the term count. You may want to, for example, search for documents that only contain images with alt text. Alt text is the text that should be shown when images are not shown. Documents may contain just this text, which usually is short and is not relevant. Searching for a word count smaller than 5 or smaller than 10 may find such documents. In the search text box, this search would be typed in as text size is less than 5. Alternatively, you could search for documents that contain no text, in which case you would search text size equals 0. We can quickly see that these documents are all image files. You can also add the text size column to your results list and sort by that column. Keep in mind that if you have Group by Family enabled, The table will maintain that sort. You can now define one or more custom production rules for privileged documents that precede any default and custom production rule. The output of a privilege rule is a slipsheet and, optionally, text files that contain slipsheet text. The order of multiple privilege rules for a production workflow is configurable.